here we have now second string number 2, and here we make space, number 3 space, comma, number 4. What we have done here? Here it say that print formatted, here percent, and here say that here it will be placeholder, it will be substitute assign the string value. It will print all this string here, it will be substitute here in this, here it will print number 2, etc. Now we are going to call this class arithmetic. The variable local here, we are going to create a new object. Here it's good to say that invoke constructor with 3 arguments. Here we have not give input value to constructor. We have not give the input value for constructor. Can you see here is an empty constructor. This it will be used this constructor. It will use this value to calculate. You now here double data type store in this value g. Here we have to arithmetic average how many numbers we have. We must divide with that number. If we have, for example, 5 input number, we must divide by 5. For our example, we have 4 input number, and we must divide by 4. Now we are going to use this local variable from this class, arithmetic get number plus, get number 2 arithmetic get number 3 arithmetic great. Here it's good reformat code. Can you see it makes more reformatted? Now here in this example I will use print formatted. I like to teach more. I like this. Calculated value specify what format, 5 number after decimal point. And here when you use this percent n is after printing this line of value in command window, the cursor in command window it will go in new line in the beginning. Here it will be in this placeholder, it will be assigned this calculated value. Now we can try this. Let's try. You can run here, or you can run here, run. We must input here we have give the input value here, because can you see here in main method is the method that execute all the codes. It call all the methods here. First it will be read the input value that we have give. Now it prints this. It's good here to have the comma inside for better saying. And when we these four numbers we add all and divide by 4, it will print this. It's working now. Here, can you see this? It's very important to see in which method we are. We are in main. Now let's go call this method. We are calling this A, for example. From this class, control, and here can you see public class, and it's going automatic to this class to see which class. This is the local variable. New created a new object. Now it's good. I will recommend press the comma, and it will tell us what we must assign here, what value to write. You can write 2 input values, 3 input values, 4 input values of constructor. Here I will assign 4 value number. This is the number input that we have give for with keyboard. Number 2, number 3, number 4. You can enter this. This is one line of code just for, or maybe it's this all. Great. Now we will call this local variable of this class. It's now that's right, double. This is the data type A, for example. We have four input value. It must be divided by 4. That's right, the variable. This is variable. From this variable of this class, now we will call the methods that are inside of this class. Now get numbers plus local variable, get this method plus arithmetic, get this method, reformat code, can you see? Now print formatted, calculate for value of for value of constructor. Here, just a moment. This is one string here because it will print this, and it will be at this constructor. And now specify % what format we have. 5 number after decimal point, comma, and we'll assign this a value. Make this can you see it will print this? It say the value of a assigned here to this placeholder. It will print 5 number after decimal point. And now we are going to write the constructor with 3 parameter. Now arithmetic, just for this is for B with new arithmetic, but first here input value 3 input value of constructor, and now we have input next double, read this input value, number 2 input next double. We do not need to declare here to say double. If you write double, it will be redundant because we have declared after the class name, we have declared here double. Now we have the third this variable input from scanner next double. Now here semicolon, number constructor number 2 now where data type is double, m value, we have 3 input value, it will be divided by 3. Now let's calling this variable, call this method plus this variable, get that method. Now get this great, that's called the reformat code. Can you see we have this is a variable of this class. We have called this method to return this instance variable, this value. For all these 3 methods, we have add each other, all of them. We have divided by 3 and save store here in m variable, which is the data type of double. And now print formatted calculated value for 3 input value of constructor specify what format we have. We have 5 number after decimal point, it's the m value. Now we must write the code about when we have 2 input value for constructor. This is the class. Can you see from this class? We can write C. New object Now can you see comma, and it will say very well how many constructor we must write. We have write 4 input value for constructor with 3 parameters. We have write with 3 here is 4 parameter, here is the 3, here is 2 parameter. Now number 1, number 2. Now double the data type L. Here variable I type name, you can whatever you like. We have 2 input values. It must divide it by 2, but here we have forgotten something to say here. Cout write to input value. Write to input value. Number input scanner. Next double, read this decimal number input value. Number 2 input. Next double. Now this variable from this class, call this method. This variable, call this method reformat. And here, can you see this? We have call these 2 methods from this class to return the value after adding this each other and dividing by 2. It will be stored to L value. And now pre-formatted calculated value arithmetic average. Specify what format we have. 5 number. Okay, you can write, for example, 5 number after decimal point, comma, L. Assign this L value to this placeholder. This is the data format here, and this string it will print, and here in this placeholder it will be printed the calculated value. It will be substituted this L value here in this. Now I think, and something we must add here, because listen what it say. Invoke constructor with 4 arguments, then output print the result is and value of result. If the result is greater than 80, print that's a great score. Now we can copy this string. Here say that if this G value, if this value G is greater than 80, print, I will print format it. What it say? Here say string. Here must specify what. Here is the placeholder where it will be substituted. Assign the value of string. Here, that's a great score. This complete this string. It will be substituted here. And copy. Here we have M value. If this M value is greater than 80, print this. And now we have here L value. Just to see. Now let's run. here that's something we have forgotten here to say. To say here, this must be before Control X here to be. That's great. Can you see this? Write input value for number 1, number 2, number 3, and let's make size more bigger. And here I have forgotten something. Here after this percent and it means that it will be go in the beginning, in next line in the beginning. Let's run. Can you see it's going in next line? For example, 25. You can go in new line or you can continue here. We have not give input value to constructor. Call